early. They have to look at this game as a great...
I don't care. I'm just ready to play. Hey, what's up, guys? It's a new video. What's up, y'all? Hey, I suck at rapping. Get that right. Put a thumbs up. If you think I can't rap, hey, my squad. I hate in my squad. La la la. La la la. La 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 la. La 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 la. I lost to them. Now I didn't even start yet. La 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 la. La 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 la. Jamaica. What's wrong with these people? All right.
And it's the Wizards on the road for this one with an interconference game today. We're in New Orleans, Louisiana. The Pelicans playing here with a home court advantage. Thank you for joining us. It's the NBA presented by 2K Sports for this Thursday afternoon game.
Yeah, this is a pretty sick game. Let's go down. Let me know who y'all want me to play against with. I'll play against Kerr if y'all want me to. Oh. What is he? What is Davis? What is Davis? Point guard or something?
Gortat with the steal.
Oh, snap.
Oh, and here we go. Wall's got the fast break chance. So look at the starters
snap.
for the Wizards.
Oh, snap.
The great pair of Wall and Beal are at...
Wait. Whoa. I gotta boost this up. Hey, y'all wanna see a cheat code? You can't tell anyone. Not just playing, y'all not gonna see my cheat code.
The guard spots. Gortat is out there with Markieff Morris, and it's Porter, and at the small forward, and he gets it to go.
They got first shot, so,
Well, guys, how good a playmaker is John Wall? Second in assists last season.
How good a playmaker is this guy right here?
He almost finished #1.
Yeah, and the only difference really is that Wall was a little more efficient than Wall. Wall had afforded 1 assist to turn.
I hate Malcolm. That's me.
2.5 to 1. But some of that is Paul's experience.
And New Orleans pushing it up now, and Evans throws it down.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant, and this guy...
And 1. Let's go. Let's go, bro. And 1. And 1.
Much like Greg creating havoc out there.
And the one thing about John Wall, he has that air of confidence
Yes,
that only the truly great possess. He's a fearless attacker, tremendous vision and creativity, a true floor general, not just an athlete masquerading as a point guard. They're 1 of 4 here to start, looking to get into a flow offensively.
Oh, and a fast break for the Wizards. Wall with the ball, hangs in the air, and that's 2 points on the layup.
Guys, that time he went for the fancy finish for us there, man. That was sweet. And, you know, talking about John Wall, we saw him improve his pacing last season.
These teams suck. I really want to play with Curry right now.
Rapid fire speed at times, but he also seemed to have a better understanding of when to pull it back and when to speed it up. A better change of pace in how he went about his game.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
And finish off.
And that
replay. Y'all ready for this? Look at this. Direct cut. Yeah. Oh. Hold on. Okay. I promise you, I'm not doing this in slow. Oh, sure. What the world?
Tight with that much of an advantage height-wise, there's just not a lot the defense can do.
Beal, the pass to Wall. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. That one is on Holiday. Last season, a mixed bag for Wall. Statistically, some steps forward, but overall, lower numbers.
Yeah, but, you know, he didn't score as much as he had the previous 2 seasons, but he was more efficient. And sometimes, Kevin, the better your team, the less you have to do, but he clearly is a better player.
For Wall, guys, he played more of a traditional point guard role, but double-digit assist numbers at 10 a game for him, really strong.
Here's Evans. Buries the 20-footer. Evans has got his second bucket. So it's Washington now. 7-point differential. Morris with the screen for Wall. Wall with another miss.
And also for Wall, his usage was down. I mean, a few less minutes played, fewer shots taken. Overall, though, I felt it was a big step towards becoming more of a traditional point guard, and the Wizards are better for it.
That's a nice job of getting the ball in the paint and burying the shot. That's exactly how it's done.
Doris Burke had a chance to catch up with head coach Randy Whitman. Doris, what did he have to say?
He said that one player he's really wary of is Anthony Davis, adding he can impact the game in so many ways. Defense, shot blocking, rebounding, and scoring. He's still adding muscle, and we've got to capitalize on that strength advantage at both ends. Kevin, that's the MO for any young player. We'll see how he stands up to it.
Thank you, Doris. To the paint. And Asha kicks to Davis. And that one's good. Davis
baby, suck my
really,
booty.
The defense is helpless to stop a layup right there. Just too much of an advantage in terms of the mismatch.
Here's Wall. Offensive rebound.
No, Wall.
Here's Morris,
put it down.
And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. And
Man,
let's take guys on the scoring breakdown for the Pelicans.
Boy, they come out of that locker room with the hot hand. Those jumpers have been falling for them.
Yeah, also something
Davis,
I like
sit
out
down.
of them so far, they're throwing their bodies around in the paint, and the physicality is taking its toll.
A platoon swap here for New Orleans.
Oh,
and a new group getting ready to come in for Washington. Nene, he's checked in for Gortat. Dudley comes in for Porter. Marcus Thornton, he's checked in for Bradley Beal. And Sessions subbed in for John Wall. Aginsa, and there's the second dunk to finish it off.
Taking it to the rack with power right there.
And hammering down with the two-handed slam.
Just piling on the lead with the dunk like that.
Washington's offense last year looked solid on paper, but in reality, it was much tougher to defend against. They could hurt you in a number of ways.
And the Wizards, Kevin.
But you seen that? They called timeout because that dunk was so good. Zoom in on that ball.
Get you in transition, but they could also, as you mentioned, they could get you with their half-court sets. Top 10 in field goal percentage as well as three-point percentage last season.
Garrett Temple is checked in for Morris. Wizards trail by 11.
And, you know, for the Wizards, it wasn't just how they scored, but who scored. I mean, they ended the season with all 5 starters averaging double-digit points, and that's a rarity.
Double-digit
How about that
points.
cloth soft touch? I mean, just a gentle little teardrop, almost like a falling leaf. A leaf falling down slowly to the ground. Very sweet and colorful, too.
And thinking back to the Wizards having all of their starting 5 scoring in double digits last year, those are the kinds of teams that coaches hate to plan against. Any given night, one of them can step up and hurt you, and you just couldn't plan for where their points were going to come from.
And he knocks down the first one. That one misses.
And the missed free throws starting to be an issue.
Yeah, they're scuffling at the line. Struggling is a better way to put it. But you like the fact they're getting there. Now it's just a matter of knocking them down. They're really struggling defensively, giving up too many easy buckets.
A great point. Really an embarrassing performance defensively, and the coaching staff can't be happy.
Guys, you know, you're not going to hit that shot too often. That's high risk.
Pondexter from outside. And again, New Orleans with the triple.
So far, so good for them at the offensive end here in the early going.
Yeah, the great field goal percentage to start exactly what they were hoping for.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. And that one's good. Here's Cole. From past the arc, count the bucket. Cunningham's got 5.
They're going back to the three-point shot over and over and over.
And they may have found the Achilles heel of this defense. That was their 9th straight point from beyond the arc.
The 3 from Dudley. Here's Nene. Nice work on the boards, paying off with the basket.
Just a grinder. Always doing the dirty work on the offensive glass. And that's one of the things.
Wow. He caught it.
My goodness.
Wow, what a miracle heave to finish off the quarter. How'd he get that one to go?
I don't know, but I think that's a 2% shot. He'd make 2 out of 100 of those if you gave them to him.
Hold on. Wait, hold on.
And an exciting young backcourt.
Pause. Oh.
Washington with John Wall and Bradley Beal. Wall said that Beal is known for his appetite.
When we go out to eat, he gets like 2 meals. You know, like some people eat 1 meal and the second meal you get to go home. He really finishes 2 meals at one time, and it'd be like, there's no way you about to eat that. So he likes to eat a lot, and he does a great job finishing it.
You think John Wall's hungry for a championship in D.C.?
Yeah, I would certainly think. Well, not really. I've seen that dude eat exactly the way John described it. It is an unbelievable sight to behold. You literally cannot comprehend how anybody could scarf up that much food and still hoop.
And welcome back. It's been all one-sided so far through the first quarter as our second quarter gets underway. And a comfortable margin for the Pelicans here, guys.
I just like the way they're getting out in the open floor, taking advantage of all those fast break chances here early on.
I agree with you, Greg. I mean, they can run, and they've done a good job filling the lanes in transition.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. So the Pelican 5 right now. Holiday at the 1 with Gordon at the 2. Evans and Davis the forward tandem. And it's Ashik in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And the thing, Greg, about Marcin Gortat, he's not a high flyer. He's not a super flexible athlete. But he's one of the best centers in the league because he's tough. And he's worked hard on developing his skills. And he always hustles.
Yeah, and he fights for position down low. A terrific screener, does a lot of that dirty work. And he's also very good at passing the basketball. You know, a lot more skilled, particularly in the pick and roll, than maybe people give him credit for. He can hurt a defense in a surprising number of ways.
And Washington making a change here. Morris has checked in. Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. Wall dishes to Gortat. High post try. Just 5 on the clock. Makes it off the glass. Gortat's got 4 points this quarter.
Talking about Gortat, he was a late second-round draft choice in 2005. His first 4 years in the league, highly underwhelming. Now, over the last 4 years, he's averaged around 13 points, 9 rebounds, and 1.5 blocks per game. Those are good numbers.
Washington calls timeout.
And getting back to Marcin Gortat, his dad was a successful light heavyweight boxer in Poland. So clearly you see where the toughness comes from. And Marcin's mom was on the Polish national team in volleyball. So you know where the blocking and ball skills come from. I guess we'd have to call him a chip off the old blocks.
Well, this is really one of the nicer buildings in the NBA, right downtown Clark, this home of the Pelicans across from the Superdome.
Kevin, you're always worried about how close we are to Bourbon Street when we come here, man. But yeah, this was a fortress for the Pelicans last season as they won some big games here for sure.
Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Thank you, guys. I got a chance to hear what Randy Whitman was saying to the team. He made no mistake that their plan was to run their offense through Morris. Coach has a lot of faith in him offensively and let his players know it, insisting that he be at the forefront of what they do at that end of the court from here on out. He said also that their offense needs to be a patient one. He told them, don't rush things. Use as much of that shot clock as you need to. I'm sure Coach is hoping those changes turn the tide in this game and shrink the deficit before halftime. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks again, Doris. And the foul on Drew Holiday. That's foul number 2 for him.
And you talk about the big wins here for the Pelicans last year. How about they beat the Warriors late in the year, which was huge to get into the postseason, as well as the Spurs on that final day to fight their way into that 8th spot. Yeah, field goal percentage above 50 now. Their offense is starting to show.
And, you know, that's a really good sign. I mean, they stumbled out of the gate, but they're starting to look a little better now and regaining some ground. Their turnovers are really prominent. I know they're leading, but eventually it's going to catch up to them if they keep wasting possessions.
Undisciplined with the ball leads to unforced turnovers, no doubt about it.
And Wall kicks to Beal. And that comes off the assist by John Wall. Wall's got 3 assists now in this one.
And, you know, the Pelicans ended 28-13 here last season.
Oh, my God, man.
A 6-win improvement for them from the season before. They can be a scary team when this place is jumping.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness, Greg. I mean, if they don't, things are just going to get worse from here. You know, one aspect of their play today that's really been tight and far superior is their passing.
And that kind of flow can be elusive, but the great offenses have it, and that's just what they've shown here tonight.
Nice ball movement by Washington. Beal gets a wide open look, and the Wizards hit again from deep.
He's really starting to ramp it up now, getting involved in the offense here after being held without a point in the first.
Gordon, the pass to Ashe. He feeds it to Holiday. Now here's Ashe. Pass to Gordon. He kicks it to Davis. Launches it. And again, New Orleans with the triple.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Dime-dropping delights is what I call it.
Yeah, that's a nice pass. I will give you that one.
Yeah, he was on the money, that's no doubt.
You know, Anthony Davis, seen as a defense-first superstar when he was drafted out of Kentucky, but his offensive game has really blossomed so much that you say it's defense now where he still can really improve.
The dish to Wall. Wall with another miss.
And you know what? He's just not on his game, no doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team. Scoring well here at the midway point, and now they're starting to put some distance between them.
Well, offensively, they just continue to roll. I mean, they're padding that lead bit by bit as a result. You know, they did a good job in the first quarter getting themselves to the line, but here in the second, they've gone away from it.
Yeah, everything's been perimeter-oriented.
Yeah, that's it.
To be hitting shots.
Yeah, after this game, I might take a nap. Man, I'm tired.
To increase. They are just playing flawless basketball at both ends.
Greg, I can't identify an area where this team has underperformed. I mean, they've been 5-star in every category.
And again, Washington, no good.
And, you know, you can feel the desperation right now. They're starting to lose their composure.
Yeah, it's palpable, Greg. I mean, clearly you can see the frustration, and it's understandable. I mean, right now they're on the wrong side of a big run.
A big group substitution here for New Orleans. Alexis Ajinça has checked in for Asha. Anderson comes in for Anthony Davis. Quincy Pondexter, he's checked in for Tyreek Evans. And Cole subbed in for Gordon.
You know, as the season wore on, guys, the Pelicans became a matchup that nobody wanted to see. Very tough against teams and had very few weaknesses, too.
Well, for the Pelicans last season, they were a tough matchup. The defense was one thing, but their mentality, the way they fought through the game was fantastic.
Yeah, and Kevin, you look at their record against other playoff teams, and it stacks up well. I mean, they made the playoffs by never thinking they were at a disadvantage on the floor. And having that kind of confidence in a young team, that only really speaks for positives moving forward.
And the Pelicans making a change. Cunningham's checked in.
What an incredible run they're on right now. Offense as well as I've ever seen it played.
Every single guy on their team with the absolute Midas magic touch, shooting the lights out here.
To the middle, stolen by Anderson. And so a pretty lopsided game to the first half. Pelicans ahead as they wrap up the second quarter with a tremendous 17-4 run. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome, everyone. We'll be taking a look back at what was clearly a one-sided first half of action. Ernie Johnson here with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. A tremendous game we're seeing from Anthony Davis. He had 18 points, 3 assists, and 4 rebounds. The first 2 quarters went very well for him. Kenny, your thoughts, how the Pelicans are playing? And over to Shaq, your take on the Wizards.
Well, with the way they struggled to defend the three-point line, it started to look like warm-up drills. They cannot be afraid to bring more defenders out high. They got to make life tougher on those outside shooters.
All right, that is going to wrap up our halftime report as it's just about time for the start of the third quarter.
Welcome back, everybody. Third quarter just about to get going here in what has been so far a runaway game. You look at Anthony Davis in this game, he's been everywhere.
Yeah, how about all of the assists he's had already in the first half? Got his team a lot of easy baskets.
He's got great vision, Greg, and he's not afraid to get rid of it early. That's what makes him such a great passer. He doesn't hold on to that thing. He finds the open guy right away.
And on the floor for Randy Whitman as we get into the second half. The talented Wall and Beal team up in the backcourt. Markieff Morris is out there with Gortat, and it's Porter in at the 3 slot.
You've got to give them a lot of credit for the job they've done on the backboard.
They've done a lot of things well today, but really it's about what they've done on the backboard that's at the top of that list.
Washington's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. It's tipped, stolen by Evans. Gordon with it. And there's the 8-second call as they can't get it across half court in time. A difficult situation for Washington.
And guys, Tyreek Evans is so versatile. Great instincts, well-developed skill set. He can beat you every way you turn.
And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. The Wizards have missed 4 of their 8 free throws up to this point. Things not really going their way at the line yet.
One shot.
That one misses for Wall. Morris a screen. And Wall kicks to Morris. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Morris has got the first basket of the third quarter for Washington. They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it in bounds that time.
Well, if you really want to make things hard on yourself, that's exactly how to do it. Turnovers on back-to-back trips down the floor.
They're not doing themselves any favors at this point. They've got to stabilize their offense with just sound execution.
And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Porter kicks to Morris. Dishes to Porter. Three-pointer. Ashik pulls it in. Ashik's got his third rebound tonight.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
Otto Porter, hailing from a family of basketball players. His mom, All-State in '85. His three uncles won state titles. Deep basketball roots.
And how about the fact several of his cousins also won state championships, although Otto is the only one in the family to reach the NBA.
Washington calls timeout.
You know, getting back to Otto Porter's basketball family, it really prepped him to compete. Your family is the first place you learn to navigate and win battles in competition. That goes for sports and life.
Wizards trail by 20.
And talking about Porter, he certainly has worked hard to improve upon his weaknesses. That's a trait that's often instilled in a man at a young age. And he's not an explosive athlete, but his motor and want to compensate for that.
And Gortat with the stuff.
And able to pad his stats a little bit there on that play. The board and the bucket.
And you know, Greg, that'll put him in the good graces of that coaching staff, too. My goodness.
Kevin and Greg, hard work on
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
And first time out of the game called for New Orleans. And for Marcin Gortat, he was such a good fit for the Wizards last season. Actually, the last two seasons.
You know, he runs the floor very well for his size. A terrific finisher, solid in the pick and roll, can make the mid-range. You know, he's been one of the more consistent centers in our league.
That'll be a 5-second call.
You know, getting back to Gortat, he signed that 5-year, $60 million contract a couple of years back. Raised some eyebrows at the time because he's not a supreme athlete, but his size, effort, and refined skill set have made him worth it so far.
Here is Porter. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Pass to Wall. There's a screen by Gortat. Lets it go from deep, and it's Wall. That's on the assist from Beal. And that's now 8 points for Wall.
And talking about Gortat, I like what he can do for you defensively. Doesn't really have a vertical, but uses his length and timing to alter shots. And he moves his feet well enough to close out on shooters and also cover the pick and roll. So solid and complete in terms of a frontline player.
And Beal kicks to Wall. Again, the Wizards good for two.
You know, his ability is matched only by his energy, guys. I mean, he's usually in the middle of everything for his team.
That'll be a 5-second call.
They still lead, but they've got to do a much better job taking care of the ball.
And guys, points off turnovers becoming more and more of a factor here, and part of the reason why that lead is evaporating.
The feed to Porter. The Wizards working the ball around now. Beal against Gordon. Shot from 16. Beal can't get it to go.
Well, I think he kind of alligator armed that one, short-stroked it. After doing a nice job to get open, he didn't finish the shot.
And they call the 8-second violation. Too much time getting it up court.
You know, the lead is melting away. Now 9 points they've given up off turnovers in the quarter.
Just too careless out there, and they're paying the price.
Jared Dudley's checked in for Morris. To the paint, and it's Eric Gordon with the foul.
Eric Gordon. That's his first personal foul.
Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Here's Holiday. 8 points for him. And that's going to be a turnover. They call him for 8 seconds.
Washington ball.
Now the Wizards with it. They're rolling here with a 9-point run. Well, nobody really knew Greg what to make of Washington going into last year.
Go sleep. We'll see you next time.